with your carrier to get that best up-to-date information, but I will undertake to make sure I'm having those conversations to make sure it's as good as possible in the spirit that my honourable friend says.
Dame Karen Bradley, Chair of the Home Affairs Select Committee.
The Minister must feel it's slightly déjà vu after our exchange at Select Committee yesterday, but can I implore him once again to use every endeavour to speak to use his best office with the EU Commission and with the French to try to get them to understand that we can't wait for there to be delays. We have to have this anticipation of switching off the system. And the Port of Dover and Euroshuttle, the Eurotunnel and others have extraordinarily intelligent and complex ways of forecasting flow. Can they please look at those flows, look at those forecasts and use those for when measures put in place, not wait for the delays to start?
Again, I think that is an excellent point. I think we demonstrated ahead of the May Bank holiday that we were able to, using that kind of, as you say, that rich sense of who's coming, it's not a surprise, to have that planning for when the system, where there needs to be flexibility, particularly for PAF officers. We did that ahead of the May Bank holiday. We're doing that again now at this time, and we're having all those conversations to give that flexibility in the service of the goal I think we all want to see, which is the prioritisation of flow.
Coleman.
Mr. Speaker, I'm very grateful to my honourable friend for all that he's doing to sort out this mess. And does he agree that the queues and delays facing British travellers under the EU's entry-exit system were entirely avoidable? Had Britain kept its seat at the table, we wouldn't be subject to these checks at all. And we'd have had a voice in the system's design and rollout over the past 5 years, and we could have made it work better. So instead, just as with steel and electric vehicles, we find ourselves on the receiving end of decisions rather than shaping them. Does the Minister agree this is precisely why we need an ambitious new partnership with the EU so Britain can genuinely take back control and British people's European holidays don't start and end in chaos?
I share some of that analysis. I can't say I share all of that analysis, because actually I have to say, if we're dealing in counterfactuals, which I'm usually loath to do, but this one's quite an entertaining one, if we were within these arrangements, a minister, probably myself, would be at this dispatch box being pressed quite rightly by honourable and right honourable colleagues saying, is your system going to work? Is it going to stand up? And the reason I know that is because that conversation is happening in every EU member state. So I think I would encourage colleagues away from the idea that a single counterfactual change in our history would mean that we would have no issues with regards to travel at our ports. I don't think the evidence bears it out. Where I agree with my honourable friend absolutely whole scale is that our relationship with the EU, where our colleagues opposite spent a lot of time thumbing their noses, never in the interest of the British people to do that with your neighbours, to have that close partnership on data sharing, as I talked with the Select Committee about, and more, to make sure we work as well as possible with our neighbours to ensure flows of travel and secure borders.
Helen Waitley.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Every holiday period, Kent and my constituency of Faversham Mid-Kent is brought to a standstill, and it has become much worse with the introduction of the EU entry-exit system, despite the fact that our port and Eurotunnel has invested in the technology, but that is not working because I understand that the French have not managed to get it to work. I will say that I disagree with the Minister. When Operation Brock is on, that doesn't mean it's all fine. Operation Brock is terrible for my area, although I actually agree with him on the point he just made. This is not to do with Brexit. I hate to break it to the Liberal Democrats and others who've been trying to make this argument. This is nothing to do with Brexit. But this could be horrific this summer. Imagine in this heat, potentially children, elderly people, pets in cars waiting for around 12 hours. This is a disaster. Can I implore the Minister to also involve the Prime Minister and most likely the MP for Makerfield, as this could happen under his watch, to get involved with the negotiation with the EU to, in advance, not wait and see, but in advance, suspend these checks so we can stop these queues happening?
I thank the honourable lady for her contribution, and it is important to recognise, as I did in starting, that these queues are not new, but that this risks being a compounding factor. And I too look at the weather and think that I would not want people, I would not want vulnerable people, I would not want pets to be stuck in cars for long periods of time. We absolutely recognise that. I agree too that the operations that I talk about are not a panacea. They do not make queues disappear, but they are about pragmatic ways in challenging circumstances of trying to make it better for people. I think that's a good thing. As I say, I think the Resilience Forum does a very good job in that, and we will work with them alongside to do that. I mean, on the point on engagement, I hope she's heard from me that our view is not at all wait and see. It hasn't been in the past and it isn't now. We want to have that planning ahead of time so that PAF staff can make those flexibilities to prioritise flow.
Dr Scott Arthur.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and I do thank the Minister for his answer to the question. And I do have to remind people, of course, that in Scotland the holiday season has already started. So this is an important issue. The Minister is rightly focusing on the situation with the connection with France, and I understand why that is. But people in Edinburgh South West are concerned about there being real issues in Portugal, Spain, Italy and Greece when it comes to delays at airports. So are we speaking one-to-one with these countries just to make sure, at the very least, we're aware of what the challenges could be? Thank you.
I thank my honourable friend for that question. I mean, I think it's reasonable both for the House but indeed for the government of the day to have a real focus on the juxtaposed ports because they happen on UK soil and have impacts in UK constituencies. But it's exactly right. Our constituents will go to all member states. They'll go to all ports in all member states. I'd be willing to venture at some point over the summer period. And I don't want to see them delayed there either and have holidays ruined or have a less enjoyable time. So we are, in exactly the spirit he says, yes, we talk to the Commission, but we talk to member states individually. We have a rich sense individually of not just where every member state is, but where each port is, so that we can very much impose on them the clear view from the British people that they want flow prioritised, and that's what we're doing.
Sir Bernard.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Could the Minister just point out to the European Union that because we have a common travel area with the Republic of Ireland, and Republic of Ireland are not applying any of these checks on British citizens coming to and from Northern Ireland or direct from the United Kingdom, that there is actually an open border between the European Union and the United Kingdom, and they might as well allow the same access through Dover rather than trying to impose all their rubbish on the United Kingdom. And to say this is all the fault of Brexit, this didn't exist when we left the European Union. This is a result of a decision the dysfunctional European Union is inflicting on British travelling citizens for their own reasons, not for any practical benefits.
So there's a lot in that, Mr Speaker. I would slightly challenge the assertion that the CTA is an open border. It is a border that if an individual crosses it into the UK, they have to have a reason for being there. They have to have real leave and are subject to enforcement activity if they don't. I would not want to see any of our ports when people are connecting into the EU or anywhere else in the world outside of the CTA, an idea that that is an open border. I want to know who's coming and who's going. That's in our nation's interest. And on the final point about there being no practical benefit, it's not for me to make the EU's arguments for them. They can do that for themselves. Nevertheless, it's a really, really good thing, given the conversations we have in this chamber, Mr Speaker, about the flows of persons across the European Union and then to the UK. It's a really good thing that they want to have good borders where they know who's coming and they know who's going, because that plays an important part in making sure we have a safe border too. I think that's a good thing.
Mike Reader.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. As an MP representing a constituency at the heart of the Golden Triangle, with 1 in 5 of my constituents working in logistics, you can understand this issue comes up regularly, including most recently with Steve Devereux from BSI Transport, who explained to me the costs and red tape that the current entry system creates. Could the Minister set out what assessment his office has taken on the economic impact on HGV drivers and hauliers of the system, and what measures they're going to take to support that sector going forward?
Minister.
My honourable friend raises an important issue. I mean, I would say on the point on HGVs, there is a degree of ease, not a total degree, but for many, in fact, a majority of HGV drivers, they are European nationals and therefore aren't subject to the same degree of checks, so that flows more easily. Now, that doesn't help if they're in the queue, but it does help ensure they don't cause the queue. On the point of the checks themselves, well, the good thing about the scheme is that once people have done this check, they're not supposed to need to do it again for 3 years, so over time that will get easier. But we are looking at the economic impacts. That's why, exactly why, both in terms of the impacts on the economy and the impact on the ordinary lives of the British people, our clear message is to prioritise flow, and that's why we're having those conversations in that way.
Mike Martin.
Mr Speaker, I'd like to thank the Minister for all of his efforts here trying to basically sort out a Tory mess. And, as a fellow Kent MP, I like and greatly respect the member for Herne Bay and Sandwich. But I do have to ask, is it not a bit cheeky to be asking the government of the day to be sorting out the mess that they voted for? And Minister, will the Minister ask the Conservative Party to respond for creating this problem that he's having to sort out?
I've always taken the view, Mr. Speaker, you know this well, that I get to do the answers, I don't get to do the questions as well. So whatever's put to me, I will seek to address to the best of my ability. I would say the honourable gentleman's right. I do spend a lot of my time clearing up mess of Tory predecessors. I have to say I'm not sure this is one of them. So I wouldn't necessarily say so. But there is plenty of others, including the rampant use of hotels that they allowed, small boats crossings in their entirety, and plenty more.
Look, Chris Vins.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the Minister for his answers so far. This is an issue which is hugely important to residents and businesses in my constituency of Harlow, not least because we have an international airport on our doorstep. Mr. Speaker, I am a big believer in cooperation, and I know that in the 60s when we cooperated with our French allies, the result was supersonic. So can I ask the Minister what he's doing to work with our French allies and other European countries? I don't seek to repeat the arguments of the past, but it's hugely important we do cooperate with our European allies to sort this situation out.
Well, my honourable friend holds that most exalted status along with myself of being a Labour and cooperative member of Parliament, so I by instinct am the same as him. I've never found in anything in my life that with a problem with my neighbour, whatever the nature of it, that it got better by shouting rather than cooperating. That's the spirit of our engagement at the moment. I believe that that's the best one going forwards, and that's what we'll continue to do.
John Cooper.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Haulage firms, agricultural firms, fisheries firms in my Dumfries and Galloway constituency are heavily reliant on Dover, and delays, particularly to seafood, are disastrous. The value of the cargo disappears practically overnight. As a member of the Business and Trade Committee, we visited Dover, and I was delighted to see £40 million worth of infrastructure on our side of the short street. So the reality here is that the difficulties lie on the far side of the short street. Is it not time that, rather than warm words about an EU reset, we had the French ambassador in for an interview sans café?
Minister.
I mean, the honourable gentleman's testing my GCSE French, but and maybe perhaps I may be found wanting in that regard. I mean, on his first point, we absolutely accept that for some products, time really is absolutely crucial. That's why the ports have put their money where their mouth is, but we have too put the British people's money into that, because it's an importance for his constituency in Dumfries, but also for all of us to make sure that British seafood thrives. That's the right thing to do. With regards to engagement, I don't think that's the most effective way. These are rich conversations that are happening on a daily basis, and it's better that we do that rather than summoning the ambassador or anybody else. I think our approach, both with France and with the Commission, is the better one.
Graham Ledbetter. I don't know who's...
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. There are clearly significant challenges to work through, and that's not unusual with large-scale technology adoption, as we know. And I welcome the fact that the government's working hard to find these trigger points that where measures will be reduced or where they'll be suspended for periods to try and keep queues to a minimum. But there are two areas I think that the government could do a bit more with. Doing even more to promote the official travel to Europe that might help with some of the delays. And will the government ensure that perishable goods have prioritised access at ports, which is particularly important for fish exports and other short-life produce that is critical to our economy?
I'm grateful for that. I mean, on the point on short-use freight, as I say, sometimes as a result of the nature of who's driving it, that in itself can make it easier. It is a challenge in terms of prioritisation, because my fear, as I've said to honourable colleagues, is that for vulnerable individuals in cars for long periods of time, there's a very good reason for their prioritisation too, which is flexibility, as I've said, within KMRF's plans. So there is a real challenge about finding that, because many, if not most people, have got a good reason to be moving through at the quickest possible pace. We want everybody's flow to be as good as possible. He makes a really important point on travel information. We need people to avail themselves of that information at early points to plan their travel, particularly the amount of time they need to leave.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It shouldn't come as a surprise that this system was going to be a complete disaster. In the last Parliament, the European Scrutiny Committee, which I sat on at the time, was looking at this very issue and looked at many of the steps that could have been taken. Of course, this government abolished that committee upon taking office, and so that scrutiny has not carried through on preparations to implementation. One of those suggestions was in the transitionary period before the 3-year rules really took effect. We suggested off-site units where people could, under supervision, have their fingerprints taken, which would have cut queues at those juxtaposed ports. Why didn't that happen? Why wasn't that suggestion taken up? And will he put it to the French government that that could be a solution?
I'm grateful to the honourable gentleman for his question. I mean, I might contend, Mr. Speaker, the idea that we don't do very much European scrutiny in this place would be very difficult, because I can't recall ever standing at this dispatch box without talking about the European Union. There's some colleagues who seek to talk about nothing else, it seems. So I do think we have the chance to adequately look at these plans. On the point on off-site infrastructure and similar, I would say to the honourable gentleman, the issue is not with the infrastructure available, because you could have the best infrastructure available for it. If the technology that pulls through to that doesn't work yet, then it's not going to work. My absolute point and my absolute belief, and he will get to challenge this in due course, is that when that tech is operational, the infrastructure is there and in place and in the right parts of the ports. But that we need the tech to work first before we'll be able to properly test that.
Paul Cullen.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Can I say to the Minister, despite the unholy alliance between him and the Tory front bench, this is clearly a product of Brexit. I visited Dover with the Home Affairs Committee last week. They've invested over £40 million in the infrastructure, but the software is not working. There will be chaos unless the ESS is suspended this summer. Yes, this is a Brexit dividend, but can the Minister emphasise to the French, rather than enjoying the schadenfreude, that how much their economy will be damaged by the chaos that's going to ensue?
I mean, I'm grateful for that point. On the point on alliances, I've always taken the view in this chamber, Mr. Speaker, that if I agree with somebody, I say I agree with them. If I disagree with them, I say I disagree with them. And it doesn't really matter which party or what part of the UK they come from. I think that's in all of our constituents' interests. On the Brexit point, he's heard my answer to that. I mean, but what I would say, whatever the well-meant and different positions we may hold, if we went, one thing I know for certain, if we went tapping on people's windows if they are in queues and said, by the way, you know this is about Brexit, I don't think that they would consider that a suitable or sufficient answer from their leaders. On the point on the French, I don't recognise the schadenfreude point, because I haven't heard that in this debate. And it's certainly not the view of the government. We see these things always with our neighbours as shared challenges. We have what we think is a very important way forward, and those are the conversations we're having with our neighbours.
David Mundell.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Can I firstly echo the previous point which was made about the Scottish holidays having already begun, and the need to focus in on the holiday hotspots, if I can use that expression, such as the Spanish islands, the Greek islands, in order to ensure travel is made easier as possible for Scottish travellers. But can I also raise the issue of coach travel? Many people travel by coach. So what assessment has the Home Office made of the impact, not just on the passengers, but on coach drivers of the EES?
I'm grateful for those questions. I mean, the point on Scottish holidays has been well made by colleagues. I think the point I'm making here is around we can model volumes relatively accurately, because we know who is and isn't on holiday, and indeed who has booked and hasn't booked holidays. So that's the point around volumes. But we have prepared throughout for different spikes, particularly around different events. I was worried, it seems forlornly, that Manchester City fans wouldn't be able to get to the Champions League final. It turns out we did not challenge that issue particularly, I'm sad to say. On the point on coaches, this is very important, both in terms of the passengers, but as he says, the drivers, because that is a heavily regulated profession. That means there are hard and fast rules about what those individuals can and can't do. Those coaches and those coach companies are well placed in this regard. They do this routinely. It's their business. So them having that preparation, that planning, those are the conversations we're having with all sorts of transport carriers.
Carla Lockhart.
Mr. Speaker, yesterday in a Northern Ireland Affairs session, it was revealed by Mr Eddie Montgomery, a senior Home Office official, to the Right Honourable Member for East Belfast, that the focus of this government is purely on the ports. So we have a senior official confirming that this government is concerned only about the ports and who is coming into GB and not Northern Ireland. Does he agree with this sentiment, given all that has happened within Northern Ireland with regards to illegal immigration?
The Honourable Lady may or may not have had the chance to see from the transcript or indeed the film that I was in the subsequent panel on that discussion. That isn't the view of the UK government. The point being made here was with regards to the enforcement of the common travel area, we do significant levels of immigration enforcement. We've done over 2,600 visits since the general election. More than 1,000 people have been removed from the UK as a result of them, 500 of them back to the Republic of Ireland. We take them very seriously. There is, of course, for very good reason, we focus on all of our ports as a point of challenge, but that enforcement activity happens across Northern Ireland, not just at the ports. We take an intelligence-led approach to Northern Ireland, and we always will do, because we do not want to see the CTA abused.
Shelley Dewhurst.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Now, further to the excellent point made by my honourable friend, the member for Dumfries and Galloway, the Minister will no doubt be aware that Bridlington is the lobster capital of Europe, and therefore any delays at Dover have a very serious impact on our vital export market. But I want to address the wider issue of tourists this summer, and whether the Minister agrees that other countries like France, like Spain and like Portugal should follow the lead of Greece and delay the implementation of the EES system until such time it is fit for purpose.
Well, first of all, I commend Bridlington's lobster industry. I have to say that was a new one to me, but I'm going to correct that error at the first possible opportunity. That is, of course, the ultimate lifetime product, I would suggest, in seafood. I'm stretching my seafood knowledge to some degree, and we're therefore very aware of the impact on Bridlington's seafood industry. On the point on member states using their flexibilities, I do share that. I want to see, and these are the nature of the conversations we're having, yes, with France, but with the Commission and across EU member states, that they use flexibilities to prioritise flow, and I think that's the right thing to do, and I think all colleagues would agree there.
Pete Wishaw.
Mr. Speaker, it's the 10-year anniversary of leaving Brexit, but you barely know anything. There's been absolutely no celebrations whatsoever, no carrying the honourable member for Clacktown shoulder high down the Mall. There's been no celebrations about how we spent all that extra £350 million per week. But here we have it. The Brexit birthday present after 10 years, a miserable start to people's holidays and our business being disrupted. Scotland didn't vote for the Brexit. Scotland wanted nothing whatsoever to do with the Brexit. So why are Scottish holidaymakers getting caught up in this? And what is he doing in order to try and alleviate some of these situations?
Well, the honourable gentleman's heard what we're doing. We're engaging with our partners across member states and the Commission.
Entry, and of course the fireworks at the end are going to be spectacular.
Yep. And live music starts right at 5 o'clock. There's music for everybody all the way up to the fireworks. Wow. So it's for the whole family. It's going to be a ball.
Absolutely. Well, you know, it's at the ballpark too, so I see what you did there.
I did that on purpose.
You know, we've spoken to so many people as we mark 250 years. And for those who were around when we were celebrating 200 years, they look back and they remember all of the things that Rochester and Monroe County did to mark the occasion. This seems like one of those events that people will be talking about when we hit 300 years. Is that kind of the goal here?
Yes, and it's the 250. This is once in a lifetime thing. I mean, you know, and 300. Probably not going to be here to see that, but but anyways, it'll be a great family event. And you're right, people will be talking about this. It's a do-not-miss event.
And they're really going to be a part of something special. I mean, ESL Ballpark, that'll have a place in a kid's life, even an adult's life for years to come as well. So what does it mean to make sure that people get out in this community and be a part of a special place like ESL while also marking a major milestone?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, no, what I would say is this. So first of all, I always look at things through, the eyes of kids, right? And so, and as a parent, and we're raising kids, and I'm thinking about how do you engage them in civic life and teach them a little bit about our country, what our responsibility is as a citizen. And I think finding ways for them to connect them with the 250th anniversary of the country is one of the ways to do that. So you can engage your kids, you can have fun with this, but also bring them to learn about history, learn about the importance of civic engagement, learn the importance of understanding the history of this country so that it helps shape the future of this country. And so you can look at it through that lens as well. And that's why I think it's important to do events like this, and that you don't just do a one and done on just July 4th, but you're going to see organizations that we've been working with and that the county works with, Visit Rochester, are theming events throughout the entire year so that we keep these conversations going, keep the celebrations going, and really, think about the past while informing the future. And there's really no other better organization to do that with than the Rochester Red Wings, too, who've been around forever, and they're involved in so many different civic and community community life here, right? And they give back in so many different ways. At a ballpark, what's more American than going to the ballpark, right? And baseball. So we thought we'd connect all those various things here, put them in one place, and again, make it so that there's something for everybody there. So no matter your interest, no matter your age, no matter where you're from, you're going to find something here at the ballpark Sunday night that I think is either going to entertain you, educate you, but you're really going to have a great time. And of course, capped off with fireworks, because it is. We are so close to the 4th of July. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you have something to add to?
No, just how many people get to walk onto the ballpark, to be on the field itself and have a great time.
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you both so much for coming in today. We appreciate it. As always, we'll post all of the event information over on Fox Rochester and 13wham.com. Before we go to break, I have to know, what are the two of you looking forward to the most? It can't be something generic like everybody having fun. I want specifics here.
The fireworks.
The fireworks.
Come on, that was what I was. All right. So it's fireworks, but also the music. Primetime Brass is going to be there. They're going to kick us off. They're always a highlight at parades. They're going to kick off the festival. So the music is going to be fantastic.
Good answers. Thank you both.
Hey, don't go anywhere. When Arc Rochester returns, it's time for this morning's weather trivia.
Yeah, meteorologist Marty Snyder will be back on the other side of the break. Welcome back, meteorologist Marty Snyder joining us now. We're taking a look at the breaks of sunshine today, and we have weather trivia.
Yeah, and weather trivia, we've kind of gone back and forth with our topics this week. We're going to talk about heat. We're going to get back to that summer-like heat and some extreme heat for Rochester standards and pretty much your standards around the country. We're going to talk about hitting 100 degrees and our stretch that we did see on this date quite a while ago. Back in Rochester history. So time for that weather trivia question. We'll take a look at what our question is for the day today. And again, it deals with that really midsummer-like heat and some of the most extreme heat that we've seen in Rochester. Now, it's rare for the temperature to reach 100 degrees in Rochester. It has happened, but it's been a long time since it has happened last. Now, how long was Rochester's longest stretch of consecutive days with high temperatures of at least 100 degrees? So we have some simple choices there for you. 1, 2, 3, or 4. How many
Okay.
days? So it has happened. We have hit 100 degrees in the past. It's just how many days have we strung together throughout that one heat event when it did happen? Was it 1 day or was it up as high as 4 days?
Can we have the month?
July.
July.
Today is the anniversary
Oh, sorry. That
of
was
it
stupid.
happening.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it was, and this is usually when we hit that hottest part of the year. too.
Really?
So yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So our average high today is 83 degrees. So that's pretty much our peak for our average high for the entire season. So this is the time of year when we do it if we're going to do it.
Okay. All right.
So that'll be our question coming up, and have it posted online so folks have a chance to get on there and give their best guess, and we'll have that answer coming up at 9 a.m.
Great.
It'll be coming up soon. But otherwise, yeah, today's going to be a day when we're going to see some fairly quiet weather. I think it's going to be a nice afternoon for us. We're going to see numbers move along pretty well for us already. We're coming back into the 70s after being in the 60s earlier. There was a little bit of fog for a few places earlier, but today's just going to be a really nice day. As I mentioned before, our average high this time of year is about 83 degrees. I think we may exceed it by a little bit between noon and 4, but not by much. Today may be one of those cases where we see a little lake breeze set up that could pull those temperatures back just a little bit for areas closer to Lake Ontario. But otherwise, radar, nice and quiet right now. There is one portion of the day when we could see just an isolated shower. We'll talk about that coming up. Really not too many to go around, though. So I think what you see out there right now with that sunshine winning out, that's going to be the theme for much of the day today. Just a quiet afternoon coming up for us. Sunshine holding on pretty well. Right now, 69 degrees. We're in that upper 60s to almost 70 range right now. A little bit humid. That dew point is in the mid 60s, so you can notice that humidity. But we're beginning to see some communities rise up into the 70s right now. Most areas west of Rochester are in that low to mid 70s range, even as high as 74 right now in Batavia. Areas to the east, averaging fairly close to 70, some below, some above by a little bit. But in general, just a nice start to the day today, and I think we're going to keep this nice weather around. So today, again, we'll see some thin clouds pass through. I think that'll be about the extent of any cloud cover that we do see make its way through the area. Overall, some sunshine holds on pretty well for us for a lot of the day. Now watch as we head into the afternoon. You can see just a little bit of green try to flash on the screen there in a few instances. I think overall, it's going to be a mainly dry day, but it's one of those days where the risk of rain is not zero. I just would not be surprised to see 1 or 2 showers move through it, maybe a 5 to 15 minute range where any place could see a shower make its way through, and that's going to be about it for the entire day. And those are just going to be in the extreme cases. I think most areas stay dry, but just be aware of that. And then as we go into the nighttime hours, at least mainly clear for a lot of the night. We'll see numbers slide back down into the upper 60s again. And then for the day tomorrow, back into some sunshine, but once again later in the day, kind of like today, but maybe just a little higher risk tomorrow. We'll see a shower or a thunderstorm try to pop up and swing by. Really not widespread coverage of that activity. So another day when the chance is there, but I think a lot of areas get bypassed. But just given the fact that maybe a few more thunderstorms in that event tomorrow versus what we'll see today, I just want you to be aware of that one and both of those in general. But mainly mid 80s for highs over the next couple afternoons. Again, just a little above that average high of 83 for this time of year. Close to 80 as we head into Friday. I think it may be a little more rain that builds in during that time frame. And as we head into the upcoming weekend, actually the timing looks nice to see some really quiet weather, some temperatures in the mid 80s, comfortable weather, definite summer-like feel, but not the oppressive heat that we have been seeing over some recent weeks. And then temperatures may start to increase a bit more into next week. Again, maybe not as hot as what we have seen, but 90, not out of reach as we head into the early part of next week. So a lot more summer-like weather coming up for us, and even the best part, the weekend. That's looking really nice for us at this point.
Yeah, you know, we were just talking about the event happening at ESL Ballpark for this coming weekend. It's going to be beautiful for that.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of folks are going to want to head to the water, you know, just spend any time outside.
Definitely, any excuse. And for me, I just need to get my lawn mowed. And I have to do it before
Marty,
the weekend.
I thought you were going to do it on Monday.
I was. Well, no, I was going to do it yesterday when the sun came out. And then
Okay.
it's like, I have bills to pay, so I need to get those done and out of the way.
Well, that takes
Marty.
forever, you know.
Yeah. So it's like, the grass can wait one more day.
All right.
So
Hey,
that's today.
that's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, Marty, thank you.
Okay.
Don't forget to weigh in on the the weather trivia question. We'll have the answer for you coming up in the 9 o'clock hour.
We still have so much more to get to here on Arc Rochester.
We'll be right back.
out at a client's house and on the water, and then came home and.
Oh, on the water's nice.
Wow.
On this Wednesday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. As America continues celebrating its 250th birthday, it's a good time to look back, not just at the history we've made, but at the financial lessons that have stood the test of time.
Through periods of growth, hardship, innovation, and change, some money principles have remained remarkably consistent. For this morning's Wealth Wednesday, Wealth Advisor Jarrett Felton joins us with what 250 years of history can teach us about building wealth. This is a cool topic, Jarrett. I'm excited to get into it.
I appreciate you having me today. Thank you.
All right, so let's talk about it.
Let's do it.
What can we learn from history?
Sure. Well, how do you sum up 250 years, right? I mean, where do you start? We could talk about all the things that changed, but I think that there's probably more of those than things that have not. Right. So if we think about it from the lens of wealth building and money, something that has never changed over time is that wealth builds gradually and over time. We've seen booms in our economy. We've seen busts, dot-coms, wars, industrial revolutions, depressions, recessions, but yet here we are, right? And there are three principles that remained true to this very day over a 250-year period. Number one, going back to those days of the 1700s, people saved rather consistently. Although it looked different then than it did now, outside of my grandmother who lived to be 100, who still put money under the rose bush or under her bed, right? But saved consistently. Number two, investing for the future. And this one is kind of triggering for some people, rightfully so, but those people who avoided making emotional decisions, especially during times of uncertainty. Those are the three principles that I would say that I have learned, not from living 250 years, because clearly, otherwise I'd be aging backwards,
right.
Mm-hmm.
But just what I've studied, what I've learned in school, what I've learned through practice, being in business for 21 years. It'll be 22 years in August in the industry. And I think those are some pretty good principles to hold on to. If they got us this far, why can't they take us another 250 years?
Exactly. There have been obviously a lot of advancements since then. What are some of the amazing innovations that have helped with budgeting, for example, or even saving?
Yeah, I mean, if we just look literally from then to now and all the changes that we've experienced, I mean, I would say one of the greatest, I guess, innovations would be technologies, from its primal states even to the more current states. Access to information, I would say, is probably one of the biggest things as the centuries, it's kind of weird to say that, but as the centuries have gone by or progressed, having access to information like where to save, what the interest rates look like, what are some of the opportunities that you could take advantage of to be more consistent and be more disciplined in your saving. And even for investing in the future and knowing the difference between saving, putting it somewhere for a rainy day just in case in the near term, but investing for the long term. Because you can't save your way to retirement or save your way to financial independence. You have to invest your way. And then obviously making sure the emotions don't get a hold of you, so get out of your feels. So I would say access to technology is probably a good place to start.
Tell me a little bit more about that, getting out of your feelings.
How much time do we have? I mean,
That's a lot.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess when it comes to people making financial decisions, I think I'm more concerned about the impulse, right? So it's being nearsighted, taking advantage of a situation in the very, very present or in the very near term without taking a look at the long-term ramifications. So, whether it's going out to eat, maybe once won't hurt you, won't kill your wallet, or as the granny would say, your pocketbook. But doing that repeatedly over time and building those habits, those are the things that could sink your battleship. And that's not something that you want to do. And you don't, survive, or a country doesn't survive 250 years by doing that over and over and over again and repeatedly. Eventually you got to pull back. Eventually you got to cut the fat, right? Or build better habits. So I would say that's probably a good place to take a look at. So just what could be going out to eat, putting on the credit card, ringing up the credit card bill, right? It could be using your debit card all the time, and eventually someone steals your identity. Along with the advancements of technology, there's good and bad, right, with the fraud and all that. But someone could clean out your bank account, which we've talked about in the past, which we should talk about again at some point, credit card versus debit card. But either way, making sure that those decisions today don't affect you negatively tomorrow. And I would say another one in the emotional state is purchasing hard, real assets like a car, depreciating assets. People put a lot of thought into buying a car, and it depreciates so fast, unless we're talking classic cars, which most people don't have. Why do we spend so much time thinking about it, knowing that when we drive it off the lot, it's going to depreciate? Why do we want the brand newest and the most latest model with all the gadgets and the bells and the whistles when it's not really worth much down the road, especially if it's a lease or something you buy brand new? So those are the kind of things that could really set you back, or impulse. I've seen a lot of people buy cars. I'm just going to go look, and they come out with an $80,000 vehicle. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. It's a lot easier to get into a situation like that than it is to get out.
And speaking of making choices, what are some of the mistakes people have made over the course of time when it comes to their finances?
Sure. So I would say from what I've seen, but if we want to go back like historically, I would say people probably did a better job doing more with less back in the day. Nowadays, it's more and more and more, right? People confuse wealth with income that they make. People think I need to make a bigger salary. I want to make $80,000 a year, $100,000, $200,000, $500,000 a year, but yet they kind of turn their back on the opportunity of entrepreneurship, where there are way more tax benefits for people that are business owners that have salaries. When you talk about more salaries, it also triggers more income taxes, right? Especially if you relocate, from city to city for those reasons. So I would say people just need to be more mindful, of the decisions they make today and how that will affect them tomorrow, just like people did 250 years ago. It's just a little bit easier to count what you had because maybe there weren't necessarily banks or people didn't trust them, so they just kept it on their person or kept it under their bed or under the rose bush, right? So I had to just kind of go back in time, studying American history.
No, I love it. Jarrett, you are like a wealth of knowledge, truly. I would like to get a wheel with like all of these different topics and just spin it and see what you have to say.
I'd say let's spice it up a bit.
Okay.
Let's give it a shot. Maybe next time before the year's over, mark my words, we will do something like that.
Awesome.
Like a Jeopardy or a bingo.
Perfect.
I love bingos. I'm gonna bring some of my friends that are like 80 years old. I love them because they have so much wisdom, and that's what we could learn from.
Perfect. Jarrett Felton, thank you so much for the advice. If people want to learn more, hit them with the website.
Sure. Investent.com, INVESSENT.com. Thank you both for having me. I appreciate being here.
Of course. Thank you for being here. And don't go anywhere. We still have so much more to come here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we are taking you behind the story.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Don't forget, watch us on the go. We're streaming right now on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We'll be right back. taking you behind the story this morning. Growing concerns about Senator Mitch McConnell's health. They're raising questions on Capitol Hill.
The 84-year-old Republican has served the Senate for more than 40 years and has been in the hospital for nearly a month. Very little information is being shared about his condition.
That incident also raising questions about age limits for lawmakers. National correspondent Christine Frizzau has more.
On Capitol Hill, still no sign of the senior senator from Kentucky. Mitch McConnell said to be recovering in a Washington, D.C. hospital after being admitted 3 weeks ago.
Able to respond for cardiac arrest.
This 911 dispatch call about an unconscious person at McConnell's residence first shared by journalist Desiree Townsend, raising concerns about his condition then and now. Health issues have affected the former Senate Majority Leader for years, including a concussion from a serious fall in 2023 and at least 2 episodes where he simply froze while speaking publicly.
And a string of
Senator McConnell's ability to perform his job duties have resurrected questions about age limits for those serving in Congress, as well as more transparency about members' health, since they are, after all, not just public figures, but public servants as well.
A third of our Senate is 70 or older, including several members who were born before or during World War II. And of course, because of the seniority system, the older you are, the more power you have.
New Jersey Congressman Tom Kaine was hospitalized for 3 months before he told his constituents why he wasn't showing up to work.
I was given the diagnosis of depression.
Senator Feinstein.
I would like to support a yes vote on this.
And this alarming episode showed California Senator Dianne Feinstein reading a statement when prompted to vote, having to be told what she was supposed to do.
Just say aye. Okay, just aye.
In 2024, Texas Congresswoman Kay Granger was discovered to be residing in an assisted living facility during the end of her term in Congress. Her son confirming his 81-year-old mother was, quote, having some dementia issues.
There should be an age cap, 75. You're done. To me, it's all part of also just cleaning it up and bringing some energy and new blood to the effort.
As far as Mitch McConnell, his former advisor posted online he spoke to him for nearly 20 minutes about Iran, Ukraine, and the unfolding situation in Maine, and that he is still recovering in the hospital. I'm Christine Frizzau reporting.
When our Rochester returns, we are heading into the kitchen. It's time for this morning's Spatchcock Funk.
We're back after this. It's time to get cooking for this morning's we got, well, Dan sometimes will chime in and do
Well, you got to finish it if you're going to do it, Steph.
We got the funk. Spatchcock funk.
All right, there we go. I love the commitment. This morning, they're showing us how to make one of their favorites for summer barbecues. Take a look.
Spatchcock Funk here to throw some barrels at you. This is Donkey Kong Country Ribs. About the name, right? So it's Donkey Kong because we love Donkey Kong, but it's actually reminiscent of Hong Kong. This is Hong Kong style cooking, which is a combination of sweet, sour, and spicy flavors that combine to make something really kind of special. Now let's get some country up in here, a little twang, right? So what we're using for the meat are country style ribs. Now, country style ribs actually aren't ribs at all. It's part of the pork shoulder, but they call them ribs because sometimes they come on a bone or without one and they look like they're ribs, but they're not. It's a bit of a tougher meat and it's very affordable. So if you do it right and treat it right, it's incredibly tasty and juicy. So really, Donkey Kong Country is because these are country style ribs. We're making Hong Kong flavors. Let's make the sauce in the marinade. You need 5 ounces of tamarind paste or the vinegar sugar mixture we talked about. Then a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 1/4 cup of light brown sugar, not dark, light brown sugar. Then our powder mix, a 1/2 tablespoon of garlic powder, a 1/2 tablespoon of black pepper, 1/4 tablespoon cayenne pepper. Now, once you get that in there, mix it up so it's really good and even. Then take your beautiful ribs, put them in this marinade, make sure the marinade covers it a little bit, and you are going to just let this sit for 25 to 30 minutes. After the ribs have been chilling in Donkey Kong Country Land over here, taking a little bath, here's how you get your grill ready. Now, turn half of your grill onto medium high, and the other half leave off. This is cooking on indirect medium heat. Put your meat just on one side on the unheated part. You're gonna leave that for 25 to 30 minutes, close the lid and don't touch it. After it's got one side cooked up, what we're gonna do is take the remainder of your marinade and we are gonna baste one side of it liberally. Like, get this Donkey Kong goodness, all this tamarind, all this beautiful, tasty, sugary goodness on the one side, right? Now what we're gonna do is you are gonna flip it just once. Flip it once, baste that other side. And remember, it's on indirect heat, so it's not gonna look super charred up. That's what we want. When you take it off, it's gonna look like that. Brown, cooked, tiny grill marks. After that, we're gonna set it onto some tin foil, right? Now, tin foil, you want to wrap it up tight because it's gonna continue cooking and the juice is gonna keep flowing throughout this beautiful piece of meat. So we're gonna wrap it up tight. We're gonna let it sit for 30 minutes. Oh, we've been waiting so long for this. We're gonna take our beautiful pork ribs out. And if you look at this piece, all the way around it, you got this beautiful cooked approach to it, and it is awesome. So what we're gonna do, since this is the boneless version, is we're just gonna cut a couple slices, and it's gonna come out looking perfectly porky, just like that. The best part, here's a bite that Donkey Kong himself would throw some barrels for. Tender, juicy, sweet, just like our hearts. From our heart to yours, Spatchcock Funk.
Hey, don't go far. We have so much more to come here on our Rochester as we continue into the 9 o'clock hour.
We'll be right back.
Amazing America 250, America Remembers, is sponsored by Prevagen.
In 1848, women in America could not vote and had few legal rights. But that summer, two women would help ignite a fight for equality that is still going on today. These two women helped organize what is considered the first convention dedicated to women's rights. On July 19, 1848, hundreds of people gathered in Seneca Falls, New York, for a convention organized by Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Lucretia Mott, among other people. Delegates took up this document, the Declaration of Sentiments, modeled after the Declaration of Independence, declaring all men and women are created equal. It challenged laws that limited women's rights, education, and demanded the right to vote. Some cheered on the women, others mocked them, even questioning who would wash the dishes. No laws changed, but a movement was born. It would take over 70 years for women to win the right to vote nationwide, but the fight was not over. Nearly a century after Seneca Falls, Title IX finally banned sex discrimination and federally funded education. For America Remembers, I'm Angela Brown, the National News Desk.
Amazing America 250, America Remembers, was sponsored by Prevagen.
O'clock on this Wednesday morning, July 8th. Thank you for sticking with us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Ferdman.
And I'm Stephanie Joseph. That is meteorologist Marty Snyder, here with a lot of things. Checking the forecast, money pause, and also the answer to weather trivia.
Yeah, and that goes back talking about a lot of heat. And this is the anniversary of a pretty significant stretch of hot weather that we saw across the Rochester area quite a few years ago, back before a lot of us were around. So the question for today, here it is, and here are the choices that you have to choose from. It's rare for the temperature to reach 100 degrees here in Rochester. Now, how long was Rochester's longest stretch of consecutive days with high temperatures of at least 100 degrees? Pretty simple choices there. 1 day, 2, 3, 4. How long was that stretch when it happened? And today is the anniversary, as I mentioned. It was 90 years ago today that we saw this happen, the most significant stretch of hot weather in recorded history in Rochester. So here are the choices that some folks have chimed in with. We have Sarah with A, Charlene with B, Beth with C, Ryan and Dave with B, and Jennifer with C. We have Cassandra with A. Yeah, we're all over the place on this one. Cheryl with C, Babs with B, Barbara with B, Patricia and Paul with C for their answers. And let's see, Ron with B, Allison, Janet both have C, Caleb has D, Kristen with B, and Judy with B. Have a spectacular day.
You too,
as well,
Judy.
Judy. Appreciate that. Debbie and Kyla with B, the Lima Pumpkin Festival and Ag Day. C, not a record, okay? Or not a record we want to break, I see. That's very true. And it's been a while since we've been up in that range. Debbie with B and Jim with B. We have any more? Oh, yeah, another one. We have Judy and David with B, Lisa and her dad with B, Kay with D. Love the morning show each day.
Thank you.
Love you tuning in, Kay. Herb, Kay's husband, and love the show. And Sunshine to Bring with C, Tahuti with C, Michael with B, Vicky with C, Gary, Vicky's husband with D.
Oh, some splits.
Yeah, even Richard with C and Dawn with C. Greg is on the golf course today.
Greg!
Okay, yeah, he's got the right choice there. And Cheryl with C, and Dave, Cheryl's husband, with D. So a lot of folks participating. We appreciate that, and a lot of choices there, kind of scattered around a little bit. This is kind of one of those tough questions. It's you just kind of have to pick a random number, whatever you think.
Listen, I don't think that we have had 4.
Yeah.
I think the answer is C. I think that we've had 3 days, and I'm gonna guess that it was like a slim, like we barely made it, but we made it.
Okay.
I was leaning toward 2, but I felt like 2. I'm just.
Yeah.
I will jump on the C bandwagon.
Okay. And I think you both made a pretty good choice.
Hey.
Boom. 3 days.
Right.
That is the answer. As I mentioned before, it was 90 years ago today, on July 8th of 1936, we hit 100 degrees. But then on the next 2 following afternoons, we hit 102 and 102. So that was 3 consecutive days of hitting at least 100 degrees. And that happened, that stretch began 90 years ago today. Can you imagine that? Coming out of the Depression, those years, no AC, that amount of heat.
Start another depression.
Yeah,
right.
Like psychological one after
Yeah.
that. Yeah, so that was on this date back 90 years ago. And we have someone who's looks pretty comfortable in the AC, I'm sure. Emmy Lou.
So cute.
She's kind of relaxing in the summertime,
Yeah.
on the couch there, kind of like what I do when I go home.
Yeah.
But actually, our pup, he kind of lays that same way on the couch a lot of times too. But we're going to have a dry paw day today. Today's one of those days where, like I mentioned before, it's a 15% chance of rain. I think most areas do stay dry, but yeah, that chance is there. But we're going to go with dry paws. We're going to look at it on the optimistic side. Thursday, at least that chance increases for a thunderstorm later in the day. Friday may see a few more thunderstorms. And Saturday and Sunday, when it counts for the upcoming weekend, I think we're going to dry things out. So good news coming up as we head through the longer term there. Today we're going to see a really nice day. Today we're going to see that sunshine hold on. 82 at noon. We're going to be somewhere in the mid 80s for highs today. Advertised about 83 for this time of year. We'll be close to that number, likely exceeding it at least during those first couple hours of the afternoon. Then we may pull back slightly thanks to a little bit of a lake breeze that sets up. Now at this point, not much showing up on radar. I think it's going to stay that way for a lot of the day. And like I mentioned, that chance is there later in the day to see a little isolated shower. Few and far between. One of those days where the risk is there, but I think more areas will not see that rain than actually see it. So it's one of those where I almost hesitate to mention it, but just in case you're under one of those showers later in the day, just want you to be aware of that. But today we're going to see very quiet conditions for much of the day. As you can see, the time lapse there really not showing much change. Camera kind of shaking around a little bit there, but that's about it. We're seeing that sunshine win out with really not many clouds. We'll see a few clouds form and fill in, but that'll be about it. Right now, 73 degrees. Dew point, that continues up a little bit. That's in a summer-like range, but not as oppressive as what we saw last week. So there's a summer-like feel out there. A lot of 70s out there for now. We were holding in the 60s across a lot of the area early, but we've come back out of that category. And the timeline for today, here we go. You can see that sun winning out, couple extra clouds as we head towards the middle of the day, and watch as we go into the afternoon. There's that really slight chance of just a couple little isolated pop-up showers. Very brief, few and far between. Most areas stay dry, but yeah, that chance is there, so I just want you to be aware of that. And then into tonight, any of that just moves on out and it looks like a quiet night. Then for tomorrow, the whole process plays out again. May see a little front approach, and that'll cause that little catalyst to cause a few of those showers, maybe a thunderstorm to form tomorrow. A little better chance of a thunderstorm tomorrow than today, but still a lot of tomorrow does stay dry for us as well. So here's what we're looking at for the longer term: 85 and 86 for the next couple days. Risk of rain increases a little more into Saturday. We'll be right around 80 for that high. And I think for the longer term into the weekend, we average out somewhere in the mid 80s, some sunshine both days, and then we turn on the heat just a little more into early next week. 87, 91 for Monday and Tuesday. So numbers move along pretty well there for the longer term. And today, comfortable day. It's going to be a warm afternoon, pretty summer-like, but 85 with some sunshine and mainly dry. Overall, not too bad for us.
This is great.
Yeah.
And I feel like very needed as well. After Monday, for example, just a couple of clouds on Tuesday. So.
And that's it today. It's been working in that better direction each day. And, you know, a risk of rain, as I mentioned, does come up a little bit for the next couple afternoons. But as we head into the weekend, looks like we dry out. So very important for a summertime weekend to have a couple dry days, and looks like that's what we're on track for.
Yeah, very true. All right, Marty, thank you.
Okay.
We appreciate it.
Sure.
We still have much more to come on our Rochester. When we come back, we're taking you behind the curtain of the JCC's upcoming musical.
Hey, take us with you. You can watch us wherever you are. We're streaming live on the 13 WHAM YouTube page and foxrochester.com. We'll see you after this.
Have a seat. All right, we're just grabbing a mic check from the both of you, if you wouldn't mind just saying your first and last names and, you know, your character and your role.
I'm Catherine Gregory Frankie.
Yeah, I can put them with
You don't like my whimsical glasses?
These are cool.
I think we might need to reset her microphone as well, because she's, I think she's a little quiet, maybe.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Can I check your backpack?
Yep.
I think that's the one we've been having problems with consistently. I think maybe we should double check.
Is that green?
Okay, would you mind talking? Yeah, it is.
Hello, hello,
There we
hello.
go.
Hello, hello, everyone.
That might be worth sending a note to engineering. All right, so thank you so much for coming in today, both of you.
Sure.
So this will be really quick. Steph and I will do a very quick introduction, and then it'll come out to all of us. We'll just chit-chat about the show.
Well, if you grew up singing along to Alanis Morissette's biggest hits, you're in for a real treat. Her iconic music is taking center stage in a powerful Broadway musical that's making its Rochester premiere this weekend.
Yeah, Jagged Little Pill tells the story of a modern family navigating love, identity, and life's challenges, all set to the unforgettable songs from Alanis Morissette's legendary album. Joining us now for a preview of the show, we have director Carrie Young and cast member Catherine Gregory. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Okay, before we get into the show, we have been discussing it. Alanis or Alanis? Because we've heard it both ways.
Right.
Oh, I'm from Jersey, so I'm going to say Alanis.
Okay, that works.
See, I'm from Buffalo, so naturally it comes out Alanis.
Alanis,
with
yes,
my nasally A's. So there is no, Alanis, what do you think?
I go with Alanis. I'm Team Alanis.
Okay, all right. So we have not settled that today. That's fine. Thank you both so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about the show.
It's an incredible high-energy show featuring young people, incredibly talented young people, playing age-appropriate characters in this show. And the writers have worked with Alanis Alanis to weave her music into a story that is so important and so relevant to today. And it deals with all kinds of issues and joys and tribulations of a family trying to navigate today's society. And it's just incredibly beautiful in its message, and it's
for sure. It's moving. Definitely, we all have had moments in rehearsal where we're like, "Wow, that got to me today," or something like that. But it's been really such a joyful experience to have Carrie as a director and our choreographers and our stage managers and everybody to be able to take us through it all. And it's a little bit hard sometimes, but we say, okay, we're breathing together. We're making sure we're all in a safe space when we're doing this type of work.
Absolutely. And you're probably in the thick of rehearsals with it being premiere weekend. How have those been going? Tell us a little bit about your role.
Yeah, I play Frankie. I play the black daughter of in a white family. I'm an adopted daughter. She is learning how to, exploring her sexuality. She's exploring who she is as an activist. And there's just a lot of factors that are going on against her, including a mother who is trying to smooth out their differences instead of embracing their differences. But I get to sing iconic songs like Ironic, like Hand in My Pocket, You Ought to Know, which I don't sing, but I'm on stage for and is incredible every single night. The dancing in this show is incredible, and we are itching for audiences to see it and explore the story with us.
That is, it sounds like a fantastic production. How have you enjoyed directing it?
Oh, the minute I read it, the minute I listened to it, I said, this thing is going to be moving at all times. And it's been really a challenge to incorporate the cast into not only performing, but creating the environment, creating the stage picture with furniture, with pieces of, with props and things that they themselves are navigating throughout the show. So it's like a constant movement. So that, for me as a director, was really fun to figure out how to tell the story, but also stage it in a way that just really gives the power to the music.
For sure. What have been some challenges? Maybe it's making sure that you honor, obviously, the voice of the music while also taking those artistic and creative liberties. What have been some other challenges that you've encountered?
Yeah, I mean, I know for me, I wasn't a very angsty teen, so it's been fun to explore being a little angry, a little showing my activist side as me, as Catherine, to be able to explore that and work on also finding the joy in being a 16-year-old girl and being exploring my sexuality and explaining, oh my gosh, cute boys and this and that. But also I have anger inside of me and it's okay to let it out. I think every teenager experiences that, and it's really cool to be able to put it on stage, especially to this music of Alanis Morissette.
Well, I was a nightmare, so hey, more power to you. How about for you, Carrie?
Challenges related to the storytelling, the issues and the conflict. Those are all things that make a good show. But like Catherine said, the issues are difficult, and navigating them with young people and trying to help them understand the joy, not just the angst. Yes. And that amazingness of being a human. We are so complex and sometimes so simple. And figuring out how do we bring this out so that everybody can feel connected to our story, because it is a story for every family, for every human. It's really been a fun challenge.
Yeah. And for anyone who's like, all right, I need to go see it with my whole family, what information do they need to know about tickets? Obviously, premiere weekend coming up, but other times?
JCC Rochester, just Google it. It'll come right up, and you can get tickets there. I wouldn't say it's a kids show, but it definitely is a family show because it deals with families And go to Rochester JCC and grab your tickets.
Fantastic. Thank you both for coming in.
Thank you.
Break some legs. Not that you're going to need it. We'll post all the show information for you over on Fox Rochester. Ooh, Fox Rochester and 13wham.com. We'll be right back.
And when Arc Rochester returns, we are asking ourselves the question, is this story true or trash?
Yeah, Christian Garzone joins us on the other side of the break.
Regional health.
Not that I know
have to
where they are.
pause in between. Otherwise, I did it this morning, actually. I said, join us on Fox Rochester, and I said the next word too quickly, and it's that R.
Say Rochester?
Maybe. Yeah.
I feel like that would maybe help. I should try it one day.
That was a great recovery, though, because it's just like you're having fun with yourself. It's, you know what I'm saying?
That felt like a horrible recovery.
No, but you can do it on Arc. You can make it fun. When you're up there, it's kind of like, whoops, just got to move on.
Replay
Yeah.
the entire open and be like, let's take it from the top.
Take it from the top. Take it. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. And then same goes for the other one. Thanks for sticking with us on Arc Rochester. It is time for the #1 rated segment in the multiverse. You might even say 8 galaxies from now.
Are you just saying this? Has this been verified?
I'll show you the ratings.
Singular sensation.
We'll show you the ratings next month. Maybe.
I'd love to see. Maybe. Show me those ratings.
Yeah.
Show me the ratings.
We'll get everyone together to do that.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. It's truth or trash time.
Truth or trash. Let's do it.
Well, first, let's do a little Cafe Garzone icebreaker. Remember the candy cigarette comeback story I did a while ago?
Sure do.
Well, they're not really making a comeback. And as a kid, they were a huge treat for me. Not so much now for kids, but candy cigarettes are alive and well, at least with the next Garzone generation. Ashley, is that photo? There's my cousin's kid, Roman, there. I stopped into Syracuse on Friday, got him a Davy Crockett cap, a carton of candy cigarettes, and he's going through them like a madcap. And he's got the He-Man figure there, and I believe that's a, Marty, help me. Is it a Star Wars figure, Marty?
I think so.
You're into that stuff. Okay, yeah.
Looks like it is.
Yeah,
That's what the logo says.
Yeah, he's all set there, but I got to go get him a fresh supply. I can only get him on Amazon.
That's not true.
Where do you get them?
I can't tell you on TV.
Are you a candy cigarette user?
I have.
Actually, you put them on my desk that one time.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so you
Listen,
get them from somewhere.
I have a supplier.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
All right. Well, let's get to the stories. That was just a little icebreaker, a little bit of fun. Well, speaking of Syracuse, I was just in Syracuse Friday. In Syracuse, on July 17th, apparently, a bird trapped in a large block of ice will be thawed out at 4 p.m. Again, on July 17th, there will be rockin' live music as the bird is freed from the ice. This will take place at Megaton Games on James Street in Syracuse, and the best part is this event is absolutely free.
Is the bird alive?
Well, it's frozen. I am assuming as it thaws out, it'll come back to life.
Is this getting ready for Thanksgiving?
I'm just not,
the turkey?
We're having
I believe it's a pigeon.
Oh.
Yeah, it's some kind of bird along that sort of family line.
All right.
Family.
Nothing expensive. It's not a parrot or anything. It's something like a pigeon. They probably scooped up from off the streets. But yeah, a bird is being thawed out July 17th, 4 p.m. on James Street in Syracuse. How exciting. And it's free.
Exciting.
Wow.
Exciting. And now, okay, so story number 2. Here we go. German workers will no longer be able to call in sick. The German chancellor has officially banned the nation's workers from calling in sick thanks to a new reform. Workers now have to produce a medical note on the very first day of illness. This, instead of calling in for a few days, then providing a sick note. The chancellor says the nation can no longer afford the competitive disadvantage caused by prolonged absences from work. Now, some folks in the UK are actually cheering this on, saying their country, chronic calling out is a problem there as well.
Listen, real quick,
Yeah.
can we go back to that video? I think
was
that
amazing.
that was
What was
shot
it?
in 1997.
What's it, like
pull it back
Linderhausen's
up?
or what? Oh, wow. Yeah, I love that.
Giving
she's
early
negative.
2000s, maybe.
Yeah.
And they're just, get her a cough drop or something.
Oh, my God. Good Lord. I don't think that's Germany either, yeah. But yeah, when I think of workers in Europe, I do think of the German nation. Like, there's a good bunch of workers. I won't say the things about other countries like Portugal, Spain, southern France, Italy, Greece. You know,
Whoa.
work comes to mind with Germany, so I can see this happening there. Next story, website collecting 1 million petty complaints to find the angriest nation. So Petty Million is a place where you can submit annoyances, whether rational or not. Anyone can post from across the world. And the ultimate goal is to get 1 million replies. Users can also vote on each complaint. The hope is to rank the #1 pettiest nation on earth. So far, Canada is in 4th place, the U.S. in 3rd place, the U.K. in 2nd place. The top spot is still being determined.
Wow. So is there any chance others could move up into that?
There's a
top
chance
spot?
right now. So they're, I think, deciding between those 3 who's the #1 right now. So it's still being determined. So if you have a complaint, just log online to Pettiest Million and submit your complaints there.
Okay.
Yeah. I love this last story. $3 Goodwill jacket to go for $250,000.
Oh my
All
gosh.
you thrifters out there. An Oregon thrift store find is now worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's actually Wilt Chamberlain's warm-up jacket and has been authenticated by the basketball star. A young man bought it for $3.07 and posted a picture of it online, with Sotheby's auction house taking notice. They matched it to the one Chamberlain wore in the 72-73 NBA season. The young man now spends his days going through other thrift stores looking for treasure. He could invest that. What's that?
This one is true.
Oh, well, give it away, Steph. Blabber McHugh over here.
It is.
Yeah.
I
It's kind of a
remember
fun
seeing it.
story, though, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, I mean, I would invest that money and have it make more money if I could.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, what are you going to do with it just sitting there?
Right, exactly. Have your money make some money.
Yeah.
So those are the 4 stories. We've got, well, Stephanie already told us, I think. But #1, the bird thawing event in Syracuse on July 17th at 4 p.m. sharp. German Chancellor saying people can't call in sick anymore without producing a sick note on the first day of being sick. Website collecting 1 million petty complaints to find the pettiest nation. And $3 Goodwill jacket to go for $250,000. Stephanie, we'll start with you.
Sorry. The last one is definitely true. The first one I want to say is trash, just because I feel like it would have been something that we picked up. We would have covered this in some way. So I'm going to say trash. For the second one, I just don't know, because when it comes to Europe, I like to think that they're a bit more lenient
Yeah, that's...
when it comes to sick time. But then again, maybe that's why they're cracking down.
Yeah.
I'm going to say true against my better judgment. And the third one, I'm going to say that's true as well. Yeah.
Yeah. And we know the last one's true. Thanks a lot. No, it's all good. It's all good. It's kind of fun.
Okay, I've lived in Syracuse.
Oh, yeah?
And the bird thawing event would not shock me even a little bit. If you said that they had to pay for the event, I'd be like, that's trash.
Yeah.
But I think that might be true. And it's coming up, allegedly, in July. Yes?
Yeah, July 17th,
July
4 p.m.
17th. So maybe that's why we haven't covered it. This seems like something that you maybe heard like at your table over the 4th of July weekend, and you're like, you know what, this is great. German workers, I'm gonna go trash on that one. Website collecting 1 million complaints. I'm gonna go truth on that, and then truth for the last one too.
There you go.
All right.
Marty.
Ooh, first one. Yeah, I don't know about that one. That's
It's
so off the wall.
You're saying, is it tied into Thanksgiving?
Yeah, is it the turkey, or are we taking the turkey out already?
Yeah.
I know there's some of the some cities like Toronto. I think they still have their snow bank. Their where they dump all their snow. That still exists. They're waiting for that to thaw out.
No that's way. Funny.
But as far as bird thawing, I'm going to say no to that one. The German workers. I think half of Europe is on holiday right now. Anyway, so there's no one to call
That's
it.
most of the year, I think.
Yeah. So I think that one's false. For the angriest nation, first of all, I'm surprised it's not us.
Yeah.
It's the U.S. in general, but I'll go with that one. They're looking for it.
Yeah.
And I'll go with the phone a coworker for the last one.
Yeah, phone a coworker, Stephanie Joseph. Yeah. Well, let's go down the list here. The first one, okay. I got to give credit to Ashley this morning. She came across that on Reddit. It's a post that this event is apparently actually going to happen, the bird thawing event.
No way.
It's actually going to happen. I'd like to see what really takes place there. If it actually is a bird in a block of ice and it thaws out, it has to be dead, I'm assuming. German workers, yeah, that's true.
Oh, there it is.
Chancellor said, oh yeah, there's the post right there.
What?
Yeah.
Why? Okay.
Yeah. German Chancellor, that's true. No more sick calls without that doctor's note on the first day. Website collecting 1 million petty complaints. That's true. And we know the last one is true as well. Kind of a cool story. I really liked putting that one together. But Ashley did tell me that Syracuse event, very serious eyes. She said, I'm going to go to that.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Ashley.
Yeah, she's legit probably going to go. And she can report back. Make sure you live stream on
We
MySpace
need
and
some
Friendster.
B-roll. Come see him be freed.
Yeah.
Isn't it just so iconic?
It's amazing. We had to talk about it today before
this
somebody
humane?
came across it, and you guys talked about it for something else. But
We can follow them too. So
yeah.
Oh, you can?
Did you reach out to these people and confirm?
Well, it's actually happening. So yes.
How do you know?
It's all over. Like it's
all over.
Syracuse has picked it up. Like they're
SDM?
yeah.
Okay. Listen,
Yeah.
go take pictures,
Yeah.
see what it's about, and
I want to know the significance of this bird. Is it one that was like found in a snowbank, or
I don't know. I have no idea. And
How do
I
we get in this state?
I'm assuming it's a pigeon or something of some kind, or
They
a
just
morning
went through a
dove.
heat wave.
Yeah, right.
wait, how are they
Where's he
keeping
been?
him? Where's he been?
So many questions. I just don't know. We couldn't reach out in time this morning to the event organizers. But I look forward to Ashley's report or photos on social media.
Yeah.
Or you said STM picked it up
Did
in
they
Syracuse?
actually?
I think, or yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at you. Sorry. But I think she said one of the Syracuse stations picked it up. So I look forward to whatever comes of this. You know.
Okay.
What a way to kill some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Poor bird. Anyway.
That makes me sad. But I mean, hey, whatever. Whatever. In Vermont, they have like this, what is it? The dropping of the clock or something like that. Does anybody know?
No, never heard of it.
It's like, I'm going to butcher it. It's been like 10 years. I can't even remember. But basically, like the start of winter, they like set this clock and then it melts and it drops into the water, and that's like the official start of spring. I'm butchering it, but that's like essentially.
Sounds like a real thrill. I'm sorry I missed out on that. Isn't Lake Champlain right there? Isn't Lake Champlain there with Champ, the lake monster?
Yeah.
Have you seen him?
Yes, with my own eyes.
Yeah, wow, it's amazing. Truth or trash right there. That's trash right there.
That's right. Thank you, Christian. When we come back on Arc Rochester, we still have a lot to get to.
Yeah, we're back after this.
They're just grabbing a mic check from you.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Well, they got the word out.
Awesome.
Sweet.
What about the dumpster?
9:33 on this Wednesday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. It's time for a reporter recap. And this morning, legal experts are weighing in on the possibility of another youth curfew in Rochester.
It comes after the violent shooting and stabbing in the East End over the weekend. 13 WAM's Natalie Calzoltoni has more.
City of Rochester leaders are weighing the possibility of a youth curfew in response to Sunday's violent shootings and stabbing that left 8 people, ages 12 to 40, hurt. LaRon Buchanan's 18-year-old son was among those shot. He says he's open to the idea of a curfew.
It doesn't bother me at all, man. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. It's a double-edged sword. Yeah, because you can't tie kids down. They got to be kids.
From 2006 to 2009, there was a teen curfew in the city meant to combat violence, where children under 17 could be out after 11 p.m. if they were with a parent or adult, but not alone, even if given permission. In 2009, the State Court of Appeals ruled the curfew unconstitutional, and Robert Brenna explains why.
One was that the Family Court Act allowed police officers to take a youth into custody for a crime. A crime is defined as a misdemeanor or a felony. A violation is not a crime. And part of this, in essence, changed the right to be able to take someone into custody only for a crime, and changed it and lowered it to the standard of a mere violation.
The court also determined the past curfew interfered with parents' rights.
The parents are saying we want the right to be able to say what our children should do. If we want our child to go from our house to another house at midnight, we have the right to do that.
And while not specific to teens, in July of 2020, former Mayor Lovely Warren issued an emergency order banning large overnight gatherings after a spike in shootings. Brenna tells me there could be a way for the city to find a constitutionally acceptable solution going forward.
They need to make sure that they look at the latest case law, and I believe our city will do a thorough job, hopefully, in trying to determine what is really the right path forward.
And Natalie joins us now for more on what's next. But really talking about this, we heard from the mayor how much of a nuanced approach that they have to take with this, given that previous case here. There's a lot that they have to consider.
Yeah, and it's important to note that this is something they're just looking into and exploring. They still need to see if it's legally possible to implement, and they're having the city's legal team look into it. But the mayor made it clear that there shouldn't be teenagers walking alone at night, and some meaningful policies need to be looked into on what to do next going forward. So no final decision yet here, but it's something they are looking at.
Yeah. Do you know what kind of timeline that would be? Because, you know, it's July, and we know that during the summer months, things get a little chaotic, especially with our young people here. Do we know like how long this would take to go into effect if it did actually pass?
That's a great question. I'm not sure, to be honest. He made it sound like it's going to be a lot of work if it can happen. You have to talk to different departments and talk to a lot of agencies to see if they're on board with it too. So I don't know what the timeline could look like. I don't know if it'll be for this summer, but that's a question we're going to ask going forward.
I imagine a little more of a process too, given the previous curfew that was in place and then was, tossed out.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. As you heard Robert Brenna say, the last curfew from 2006, 2009 was struck down by the Court of Appeals for being unconstitutional. And he kind of said the city can look at that and why it was unconstitutional, and going forward, maybe there are some lessons learned from that if they do decide to implement it, of what legally didn't work. You heard him say, parents felt like their rights were violated here, and same with the teens when it comes to the Family Court Act. So there are definitely some things the city can look into.
I thought that was really interesting. Parents saying they want basically space to parent. But then we had heard from one of the parents, unfortunately, of one of the victims, kind of talking about some other ways that things could be explored. Maybe some sort of open discussion with other people so that they can weigh in, or maybe having parents also go along with their kids at certain times as well.
Yeah, a lot of discussions here, and that's a part of it too. Parents felt, how much can the government infringe on how I raise my child? That was a big concern back when the curfew was in place. So I think going forward, you're going to hear a lot of different reactions of what can we do? Do we want the government telling us, we need to do this? And there's just a lot of different ways. But as you heard him say, he's open to the idea, but he also understands that there are concerns with that as well.
Natalie, I imagine you've heard quite a bit of feedback on social media about this. What are you hearing from the folks at home?
Yeah, I was looking at the comments, and there are a lot of mixed reactions to this, as you can imagine. There are people saying something does need to be done. I mean, the mayor even said himself, 12-year-old walking with no supervision. How can we let that happen? There's that part of it. And then there's the other part of, well, how can it be enforced? We tried this before. Can we do it again? So there's some doubt on social media for sure, but also optimism.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I know you also had a chance to speak with someone who was living nearby when all of this happened, and even having a bullet go through the glass, that was so shocking for them.
Yes, over in the apartments on East Broad Street, that you could see the bullets through the windows, glass shattered. I mean, that woman that I spoke with, she was in the community room and she had just gone upstairs, and then that had happened. I mean, people are fearful. I mean, when that happens right outside your home, right in your apartment. So, yeah.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens here. And, you know, I'm sure we'll hear more from city leaders and, you know, others when we learn more about this. But we do appreciate the report. And if you'd like to read Natalie's story, we strongly encourage it. You can find it on 13wham.com. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, stick around. We still have so much more to come here on Art Rochester, including when we come back, we're heading outside and firing up the grill this Wednesday morning.
Well, we're not, but somebody else is. And don't forget, you can stream Art Rochester on the 13wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. Take us with you. We're back on the other side of the break.
I got it.
Is there just one?
Okay. Do you want to hold it, Steph?
Sure. Should we have someone join us out here then? And then...
Yeah. Hi, how are you? Welcome back. We have a very exciting thing going on here in the parking lot of the 13wham studio, 4225 West Henrietta Road.
Yes.
That's our address. We have a really special guest here tonight.
Yes, we're so excited to have Terry Tips and BBQ here with us, and we actually had them last year, and we get to talk with one of the masterminds behind the entire operation, someone who needs no introduction but is here. And she honestly, last year we were so gifted with all of the different treats that we were able to have. So come on over, introduce yourself for the people at home.
Egeria Terry.
Amazing. And you specialize in a lot of different foods here. Tell us some of the different creations that you're a part of.
It's rib tips. I'll show you. So I do rib tips. It's a little thing we do in Chicago. It's cuts of rib, and we put them over fries, and we put barbecue sauce over them. My husband makes the sauce on his it's his own little concoction.
Yeah.
But it's a thing we do out of Chicago. It's like a inner city thing that they eat, rib tips, and then it's Italian beef sandwiches that we do also. So that's why it's Terry's Tips and Beef Barbecue. But sometimes I don't make the beef because it's so expensive. But other than that, I got little like comfort food that I like to eat.
I think comfort food is a great way to describe it because that's exactly how it feels. We were treated last year and we get to be treated again this year. What are some of the things that we get to have here and maybe some people at home when they come and see you?
So I got everything. I got mac and cheese, sweet potatoes, ribs, chicken, rib tips, pulled pork. I got greens with smoked turkey, banana pudding, let me think, what else? Chicken wings sometimes, and cornbread. Yeah. Just a whole soul food dinner, and spaghetti. Well, I didn't make that today, sorry. But I got all the treats for you. I got peach cobbler. But this is comfort food that I like to eat, and so I decided 2020 to just start a food truck, and because I was burnt out doing travel nursing. Yeah. And so I started this truck, and it's basically comfort foods that I like to eat.
How long does it take you to put together all of the food? And on top of it, you started in 2020 during the pandemic?
Crazy.
That is crazy.
But I start about 3, 4 in the morning. That's why I'm so exhausted. We cook everything fresh. He has a smoker, so he smokes all the meats. And yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'd love to talk about the sauce. I know he's being shy over there, but you got to tell us about the secret sauce over there because people love it, right?
That's a famous sauce from the Midwest. Our staple is the Chicago area. That's where the tips come from. The ribs are the southern ribs. So we got the Midwest sauce. So with the tips and it goes with everything, all our chicken wings, and it's a good, nobody else has it but me. Yeah. So the recipe is mine.
Yeah, let's take a look at the operation that's going on here. You guys accomplish a lot in here. What are some of the favorites that people have? Because we know that you're a favorite across our area.
Well, they like the tips are one of the biggest sellers. The ribs go right off the bat. The chicken is good. That's what caught the eye over here was the chicken at one of the food truck rodeos. So we try to fix our food where everyone, good flavor, good taste, and a good price. We give you a good plate for your money. Yeah. So we try to cater to everybody. We have the best pulled pork in town. So we're working. Yeah, give it a try. Come on out, Rochester and surrounding areas.
We have about 40 seconds left or so, and I want to know if somebody wants to come and get a taste of the food truck, where are you going to be throughout the summer?
Tomorrow we'll be in Arundecoit at the town hall. Next week, young lady.
At the Arundecoit Town Hall at the Farmers Market. Okay. That's mostly where we be at. Like,
and if you check the food truck rodeos, and we're gonna be at the Friends Fest. We're talking with Ontario to be out there.
If you check our Instagram, you can find out where we pop up at.
Your Instagram, is it Terry's Tips and Beef Barbecue? All right. Excellent, awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Marty, you're out here. You make chicken every day. Are you gonna?
This is gonna be a whole lot better than what I make. I don't have the sauce for mine, so I am so ready to have all the stuff you have.
I was gonna say maybe you could pick up some tips here.
Most definitely, most definitely. I'm looking forward because I missed it last year. I was out of town when you were here last year, so I'm really looking forward to it. It's been a year in the making.
Slow cook it on the grill.
Yeah.
Is that the secret to it? Slow cooking it?
That's it.
All right. Thank you so much. We love featuring local businesses on ARC Rochester. Stick around. We have a lot more to get to. We'll be right back on the other side of the break. We're having some technical difficulties, but it's time for trending. So that's good. Steph, take it away. I got to get.
We're starting with TripAdvisor facing some backlash for its use of AI. The travel company is getting a lot of hate online after an investigation found that their artificial intelligence chatbot appeared to gloss over alarming guest complaints.
Oof, this included reports of food poisoning, poor hygiene, and even alleged sexual harassment while painting some stays as the perfect vacation spots.
According to reports, one of the most eyebrow-raising examples was a stay in Cape Verde. The AI described the location as having spotless accommodations, spacious rooms, and restaurants earning rave reviews.
However, the AI summary was completely different to what numerous guest accounts described.
Yeah, reports of raw chicken, birds, and flies around buffet food, and one traveler who warned this place will destroy holidays.
Another AI-generated summary praised a resort in Turkey for its friendly service, despite guest reviews alleging repeated harassment by male staff members.
Rather than highlighting those complaints, the AI referred only to lapses in service noted by a few.
People are demanding that TripAdvisor review the accuracy of its AI summaries and chatbot, many calling this irresponsible for letting it happen.
TripAdvisor released a statement saying that it's reviewing the examples highlighted in the investigation and continues refining the feature.
People weighing in on the situation, highlighting the dangers of artificial intelligence spreading fake information.
This situation comes as many Americans, particularly younger travelers, are admitting to using AI as travel agents, using it to help book and plan their upcoming vacations.
All right, so, I mean, I'm a touch of a control freak, obviously. I don't think I would book a vacation without going through the reviews. And that's no hate to the people who have accidentally done that.
No. Yeah.
But not for me.
Not for me either. I definitely look, if it's like, you know, maybe a 4.6, 4.7, I try to give it the benefit of the doubt, but I definitely go through and I'm like, do the pros outweigh the cons?
Right.
And it'd be nice to have that up front.
Absolutely. Listen, times are tough, my friend. I'm getting my money's worth.
Exactly.
And that's the end of it. Hey, don't go anywhere. When we come back, our final thoughts this Wednesday morning.
We're back after this.
brain feels today.
Yeah.
And you were supposed to carry, or no, we were supposed to carry the team today.
I think
it was
we
a team
collectively
effort.
shared
Yeah.
the singular neuron.
Oh no.
We always get it done somehow.
We get it done, but
it's
you
a
know,
good team effort.
I think it's the sleep deprivation that really,
Yeah.
you know.
And it's it by Wednesday, you know, if you're behind, you're 3 days in, and you're just,
Yeah.
it's tough.
Somebody was saying, it was one of my doctors. Made the joke about the sleep bank. You know how you get like 3 hours here and then like 4 hours the next day, and she was like, "That's not how it works, and that's like very dangerous." She said, "It was like, I have really bad news. 'Cause that's how I do it."
Yeah, it's just kind of like spackling a hole in the wall. You know, it covers it up for now, but it's not the long-term solution. It works a little
Gets the
bit,
job
but
done.
it's not the right solution.
It's been almost 10 years of doing mornings, and I think it's finally catching up with my body.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It will.
Take a couple days. Yeah, right? Beautiful weather out there. We just went out and got to talk with the folks at Terry's Tips and Beef Barbecue, and that was like awesome.
Yeah.
Looking
I'm
forward
looking
to that.
forward to that.
The ultimate
like I said, I
tease.
missed
You
it
guys
last
let us
year,
know.
so
Yeah.
definitely looking forward to it this year.
All right, well, hey, that does it for us here on ARC Rochester. Wake up with us again tomorrow morning starting at 4:57 on 13 WHAM ABC.
Much more live local news coming up later for 13 WHAM News at midday. We'll see you tomorrow.